What's going on, guys? Sleepless Mike of Raw Dog Sports. I am back for day 23 of 32 mock drafts as we count down to the NFL draft. Day 23 means I am on to the Eagles and a lot of news surrounding the Eagles. A.J. Brown could be on the move. A.J. Brown, good friends with Vrabel. I don't know if you heard Vrabel was in the news recently. Big fan of Italian food. From what I hear, man, what a wild story. The Eagles have got a lot of turmoil around them, dealing with A.J. Brown issues, potentially being traded. You got quarterback issues galore. I don't even know how you can feel good going into this next year, given all the turmoil surrounding Jalen Hurts, the conversation around Jalen Hurts. It's getting very, very loud. We'll see what we can do in this draft to make this team better, still stay, competitive. They won their division last year. They can probably win their division again. But man, the noise is getting awfully loud in Philly. Let's get into this mock draft. I've got Eagles pick 23, 7 rounds, PFF big board. While it still exists, none of this stuff changes because we want it to all stay the same. Get into the draft. I'll recap the top 10. We had Fernando Mendoza, 1, Sonny Styles, 2, Jeremiah Love, 3, David Bailey, 4, Caleb Downs, 5, Arvell Reese, 6, Francis Marianoa, 7, Ruben Bain, 8, Spencer Fano, 9, and Mansour Delane, 10. Wow, a lot of things changed in there. Receiver did not go until much, much later. Receiver, one of the top needs for the Eagles. Tackle also there on the board. Blake Miller is gone. That stinks if I'm an Eagles fan in this situation. We do have Akeem Mesidor sitting here, though. I talked about him recently. Akeem Mesidor would fit right in. I mean, 25 years old, but this Eagles team is already very good. They're going to be exceptional. He can rotate in. So this could be a good fit for Akeem Mesidor. Back end of the first round is the right area for him with him being 25. Emmanuel McNeil Warren right here. Safety is a need. Omar Cooper Jr. I don't love this position for him. I don't love that he's getting drafted this high. I don't necessarily think he's a first-round receiver. So I'm going to stay away from that. I'm going to go with Akeem Mesidor here. Pass rush has always been a big part of what the Eagles do. There are some receivers that we can get a little later on. I could maybe reach here for Max Ironacre, who I like a lot. Really, really good prospect. Plays right tackle. Can slot in for Lane Johnson when he retires. Hasn't played a lot of football, so this could work out pretty well, I guess. Ironacre here. It's just who helps you right away? Mesidor or Ironacre? Ironacre probably doesn't play this year, whereas Mesidor definitely plays this year. Man, but Lane Johnson, how long is he going to hold out for? 22-year-old senior, only been playing football since 21. I mean, so he's a smart guy, big guy. And I watched him at Senior Bowl. He was really good there. I might be talking myself into tackle here over Akeem Mesidor. Not that I don't like Akeem Mesidor, but tackle feels like it's a bigger need than edge. Like by quite a bit. And, there's Caleb Proctor, but he's a left tackle. Could probably change him to right tackle, but I have a thing with Alabama tackles and being switched sides. PTSD from my days from my time as a Browns fan. So let's go with Max Ironacre right here at 23. They're gonna say it's a reach. PFF is gonna hate it, but I talked myself into it. Now I still have a Malachi Lawrence sitting right here at the top. Has the tools to be a rotational 3-4 outside linebacker. Man, that sounds exactly like what the Eagles could be in need of. Now, they got some different things that have happened with this team. Nolan Smith, who knows what's going to happen, but you got Zach Bond at linebacker, Geod Campbell, and Jennings Hunt. So I feel like that's a spot where Malachi Lawrence could definitely rotate in. Malachi Lawrence could be a really nice fit right here. Is there a receiver here? No. Yeah, let's go Malachi Lawrence right here at pick 54. And looks like that's exactly where everybody's kind of been mocking him. So Malachi Lawrence looks like he's potentially going to be an Eagle. All right, so we've gone tackle, edge, receiver could be next here. Antonio Williams, 5'9", 190. Williams is quick, precise, slot-only receiver with strong separation metrics, but a low average depth of target. Special teams experience helps support his projection as a depth receiver. So not a lot on the bone there. There are some other receivers that I love in this class that I'm sure are probably still there. Ted Hurst still sitting there. Elijah Surratt sitting here, though, as well. I liked Elijah Surratt more than Cooper. Surratt may profile as a below-average athlete for an NFL X receiver, but there is still plenty to like in his game. Strong hands coordination and determination at the catch point, combined with his constant competitiveness, give him starter potential as an outside wide receiver 2 in offenses that value jump ball opportunities. Now, I don't know the Eagles will value jump ball opportunities because Jalen Hurts doesn't necessarily throw those types of balls a lot. But I think that this could be a replacement if A.J. Brown is moved. Ted Hurst is, I think, is another guy that's amazing, but I don't think he'll be there at 98. Man. Okay, so maybe not receiver here. Who else do we got on the board real quick before I pull the trigger? It's a little high for Kamari. All right, so I'm going to go receiver, and I'm going to go with an Elijah Surratt out of Indiana. We'll see how the A.J. Brown thing plays out because shit's crazy. Oh, and of course, I have Ted Hurst sitting right here. So I didn't have to do that. I could have gone in another direction. You know, you just never know. Never know. Zachy Wheatley, though, sitting right here. We take care of all of the needs. I'd rather have a Bud Clark if it were me. I'm a bigger Bud Clark fan. Before I kind of pull the trigger on what we're going to do here, let's talk about what the Eagles have already done in this offseason. They go out, they sign Reek Woolen to a $15 million deal for 1 year. A lot of 1-year deals with the Eagles. Their punter got a 4-year deal, but Hollywood Brown comes in on a 1-year deal. Johnny Muntz, 1-year deal, tight end. Grant Calcaterra, tight end, 1-year deal. Jonathan Jones, cornerback, 1-year deal. Arnold Ebiketie, I want to say that. We're going to go with that way. Rotational linebacker, play on the edge. Damon Pierce, running back, full-ass running back room. Stone Smart, tight end, full-ass tight end room. Elijah Moore, wide receiver. And Fred Johnson, offensive tackle. So, offensive line feels like it could be a place where we could double up. I don't know that I love the tackles here. Actually, I take that back. I do like Demetrius Crownover. He's an older guy, though. Another older prospect. We have so many of those guys in this draft. Another right tackle, though. Do you want to draft another right tackle after we took one earlier? Probably not. Markel Bell, good pass blocker. Size is a rare trait. 6'9". This guy's massive. Even at the NFL level, he is a better athlete than expected for his frame, but limitations in foot speed and flexibility could impact his ability to develop into a full-time starter. So he is too fucking big. I mean, I feel like that's a very similar problem to maybe what's going on that left side anyway, just with Jordan Mailata. I mean, Jordan, big dog, 6'8", 365, doesn't necessarily move around very well. So do we want to bring in something similar? Oof. I mean, I feel like Ted Hurst is sitting right here. Then this makes you feel good about trading A.J. Brown, right? There's obviously a problem with A.J. Brown and the organization and Jalen Hurts. It's not working. So I know I just went receiver, but I could go receiver again, trade A.J. Brown on draft night, get some more shit, and really build this team. Yeah, we're going to double up and go receiver again. Ted Hurst to the Eagles. So Eagles fans, get excited. Ted Hurst is a fucking dog. And on the clock, back again at 1:14. And now I have Crown over sitting here. I mean, I can attack the tackle spot again, or I can go start looking. Here we go. Bud Clark. Safety is a need. Bud Clark has excellent ball skills, 8 picks. Let's go ahead. Let's add Bud Clark to the Eagles, who I feel like should be very happy with the way I'm building this team for them right now. All right, continuing on. Tight end room is full. The wide receiver room is probably very full now after I add 2. Center, not necessarily a need. Edge. I feel like the guard depth is a bit of a problem. Now I can get some guard depth a little later, so I won't use that at 136. Man, Torian York, smaller inside linebackers type, Mike linebacker. Could he play in this Eagles 3-4 with the way they use their linebackers? I don't know. Provide some depth, maybe. No, let's go D-line. D-line depth is what needs to be attacked. Damontae Capehart. Long experienced defensive tackle, best suited for a nose roll. Nice little fit right here. His length is an asset, but he must use it more consistently when stacking and rushing. Limited twitch and slower block shading cap his ceiling, though he can contribute as a rotational run defender and a 3-4. Eagles runner at 3-4. Damontae Capehart sitting right here. That's the pick. Damontae Capehart at 137. Now I got to scroll all the way down because I forgot to switch back. And the next pick, 153. Let's go back and look at that interior offensive line. Now I can come in here. I can look at a Jeremiah Wright, right guard. No write-up from PFF. DJ Campbell, younger, not quite as big of as a guy, 6'3", 320. I feel like, given what Saquon Barkley really does well, I know that they have more of a power style, but give me a DJ Campbell, I feel like a little bit over, because he can pass block a little bit better and he's better on the move, like getting out. And that offense is going to change with the new offensive coordinator. Give me a DJ Campbell who moves a little bit better in this new system for the Eagles. Then moving on to 178. Whew. Getting tight. Caden Curry, huh? No. Where to go? Where to go, Eagles fans? What do we need? What do you want? You want AJ Brown to not be talking to Diana Rossini with her mouth full. But outside of that, let's address the D-line again. D-line depth, it's needed. Zane is not the right fit, though, in my opinion. This is more your style right here. Your nose tackle type. Cole, Brevard. Bryson Easton's a little leaner. Let's go with I also like Skylar, but you can get Skylar a little lit. No. Cole. We're going Cole. Bigger guy. Interior offensive, defensive line depth there. And then our last pick here at 197. Eli Heidenreich still on the board. Somebody draft him. We've gone tackle, edge, wide receiver, safety, D-line, guard, D-line. Cornerback room is full. Tight end room is full. You don't need a running back. That room is full. You got Saquon Barkley. Safety feels like it could be a nice additional pick here to double up. Cole Wisniewski, I like. More of a, yep, there it is. Projects as a box safety, good awareness. I think he plays in the back end pretty well as well. In the deep safety role, I like him back there more than the box safety. So I know the PFF write-up says that he's projects as a box safety. I kind of like him in the back end, personally. Bishop Fitzgerald shows strong instincts and ball steals and coverage, but inconsistent run support. So I'm more of a Cole Wisniewski guy here. So I'm going to go with a Wisniewski and cap this thing off, and we'll see what PFF says and how they break this thing down. All right, so I went with Einaker. They said I should have gone with Omar Cooper. That's okay. So Einaker, B. Malachi Lawrence, A. Elijah Surratt, B+. Ted Hurst, A-. Bud Clark, B+. Demonte Capehart, D. DJ Campbell, D+. Cole Brevard, D-. Cole Wisniewski, B+. Overall grade of a B, and in the top 56% of Eagles drafts. So, not bad. I started out really hot, and then PFF is like, nah, I don't really like this shit. I'm okay with that. Listen, when you get in these rounds, you're looking for scheme fits, depth, fine. They don't like it, fine. I don't give a shit. I want to know what Eagles fans think, because that's what matters too. If you got this draft, how would you feel about it? Let me know in the comments, and while you guys are there, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. If you spent some time with me today, time is the most valuable thing that you have. So thank you very much for lending some of it to me. I'm going to get out of here. I got to hit the class, and I will see you all tomorrow. See you.